Hey, what's poppin', guys? Joey here. This week's media recommendation is The Midnight Gospel, and you can find it on Netflix. It's created by Pendleton Ward, the dude who created Adventure Time, and Duncan Trussell, pretty cool dude who also has his own podcast. And it's an animated series. It's a dark comedy and very spiritual as well. It's about a main character called Clancy, who's a space caster, aka a podcaster, but in space. And he uses a multiverse simulator to go to different planets to interview people. They talk about everything from magic, death, life, forgiveness, and spirituality, and it's pretty cool. The art style is incredible. It's really well done, and not that it's distracting, but there's a lot going on because the podcast is super interesting while also having a story in the background as well. And there's a lot of cool music on there, a lot of cool colors, a lot of cool effects, and I definitely recommend it if you guys want to blaze through a show in a day because it's only a few episodes. Thank you, and hope you all have a wonderful week.
Hey guys, Natalia Viles here, and for this week's movie recommendation / television recommendation, I present Waco. Waco is this amazing miniseries that is based on true events, and the same actor who played Friday Night Lights, Tim Riggins, his name's Taylor Kitsch, is the same one that plays David, and he happens to be a cult leader in the show, and it is what happened in the 90s in Waco, Texas, in this commune that held over 200 people, including children, and what went down between the cult and the FBI. It is so intense. At one point, I was kind of feeling like I was part of the cult, like I was part of the FBI. You get really into the investigation. It's really cool because you can look up real facts, and they follow the events pretty accurately. The cinematography is great, the acting's incredible, and this show should have gotten more hype than it did. It was part of the Paramount channel a couple years back, and it was on Netflix currently, and because we're all quarantined, it's gotten more attention. Definitely check it out. For my other show recommendation, I have Dead to Me, which is just an overall fun, it's kind of, well, it's not fun, but it's very quirky and also thriller adventure where two women are faced with a lot of circumstances. It includes Christina Applegate, who's an amazing actress, and it's based here in Orange County. So it's these two kind of housewife figures as they navigate all these crazy crimes that they committed and what to do to cover it up. So definitely those are my two show recommendations this week. See you next week, Anteaters.
Okay, so what's going on, ATV? So the movie that I'm recommending is called Icarus. It came out 3 years ago in 2017, and it's about an investigative journalist, and he is basically investigating the doping that went on in the Tour de France and the Olympics, and it's really surprising how common it was, and he takes the doping drugs to see how it affects him personally because he is a cyclist and see what his improvement is like. But the movie quickly doesn't become that. Even the filmmaker, he himself thought that it was going to be about his personal experience, but it spirals out into this much larger geopolitical thriller into what is really the dark underbelly of doping and everything that entails and the consequences, and it's a big yikes, obviously, but yeah, go check it out. Icarus, it's on Netflix right now. That's my movie suggestion.
Logan, it's Bobby, and my recommendation for the week is the directorial debut of Joe Talbot, the last black man in San Francisco. And I actually met Joe Talbot, and he's one of the nicest men I've ever met, and he's a big role model for me in filmmaking. And this movie, I have the Blu-ray copy right here, but this movie is available on Amazon Prime and on Kanopy, which you can access through your local library with a library card or through your UCI student ID. This movie is based on the story of Jimmy Fails IV, who's actually the lead actor, and it tells the story of a man who is dedicated to living in the house he believes his grandfather built back in the day, and it boasts wonderful performances from a very dedicated cast and has gorgeous cinematography from Adam Newport-Berra, which is just as warm and tender as this story of black ownership in America and the issues of toxic masculinity in this beautiful, historic, but also increasingly gentrified city by the bay. During some of the most difficult times, some of the most important art is that which unifies us through love and tells the stories of those most affected by what's going on in our world. Goodbye and stay safe.